be able to do any kind of video later because I have to be up early for work tomorrow. But I will be watching the game and keeping score. And we're gonna hopefully we'll have a game tonight where the Mets win. We'll get into what the Mets need to do tonight, and I'm gonna talk to you for too long because I got things to do between now and the time between the game comes on. But just wanted to wish everybody a good night, and really what we expect to see tonight. But before we get into this, if you're coming by for the first time, watching on record, please of course like the video and subscribe. So the Mets tonight are going to be playing the Dodgers. Shorman Nye is going to be pitching for the Mets. They're going to be the Dodgers are going to be sending out Michael Kopech, which is interesting. They said they were going to go with a bullpen game. They're going with their best reliever. I don't know how smart that is to use your best reliever in the first inning or two, because if the Mets are able to sort of get a lead early, they can't use their best reliever late in the game. So that was a very interesting thing that I saw that they're going to have him go out there early. Hello, Nelson Cruz. Hello. So, so the Mets are going to be sending out Shorman Nye. Let's cut down through the whole thing. If Manaea is able to go into the sixth inning, that means that he's pitched very effectively, and the Mets have a good chance to win the game. Okay. If there are struggles early, if he's falling behind the count, like they've all been falling, all the Mets stars have been falling behind the count against the Dodgers, including himself, then the Mets are going to lose the game. But if he's able to manage this game, not throw a lot of pitches in this game, get the Mets into the sixth inning where he's the only pitcher in the game, the Mets will win this game. We're not going to talk about tomorrow. Let's win tonight. That is the most important thing. If the Mets are able to win this game, obviously all bets are off for tomorrow, and the Mets have a good chance to do whatever they need to do. But tonight is the key night, obviously. And again, I mentioned this in videos. I mentioned this in live streams. Major League Baseball does not want the Mets to go to the World Series. They want the Dodgers there. Fox doesn't want the Mets there. Nobody wants the Mets there except for us and the players and the team. So we are going up. We are really the literal underdogs in this situation right now. The Mets right now are the underdog of underdogs because Major League Baseball want Ohtani going up against Horseface in the World Series. They do not want. If you don't know who Horseface is, no, that's Aaron Judge, who did nothing in the ALCS, by the way. It took the other guy, Mike Stanton, to do what he needed to do for the Yankees in that series, and of course Juan Soto. Again, the Mets have a big task tonight. First of all, the Dodgers are not happy that they had to come back here to play this game. All right, their pitching is in complete total shambles. The fact that they've had to go to a bullpen game tonight tells you how their pitching is, okay? And the fact that, and I just don't understand why they're using their best reliever in the first two innings in this game. But it is imperative, too, at the same time, that the Mets get a lead early in this game. Take the crowd out of the game, settle the game in, and just go from there, okay? The Mets have a good chance tonight. This is their best chance to win. Tomorrow, everything's up for grabs. Now, tomorrow, they said they're going to put Luis Severino tomorrow. I don't remember who they said they're going to pitch tomorrow for the Dodgers. Doesn't matter. Tonight, get tonight. Tonight. It's the most important thing. Hello, Muttley and Love. How are you, sir? Again, Major League Baseball does not want the Mets to be there. And we all know that. That's why we've been watching all these commercials. It's all about Horseface. It's all about Ohtani. And the reality is that is what the Mets are up against tonight. It's not going to be easy. I expect a poorly officiated game, a poorly umpired game tonight. I'm going to be honest with you. Andre Plasesio, how are you? Hi, how are you? The Mets put their lineup out. It's the same lineup they put out on Friday. Jesse Winker's back in the lineup. I'm happy about that. He's batting 5th in the lineup. And, of course, Jeff McNeil's batting 8th in the lineup. I expect very good at-bats from them. I did not mention this in the last time I spoke to you in a live stream, that the Mets did not strike out on Friday. So that was quite the anomaly in a playoff game to not strike out against a team that's been striking them out pretty good. They strike people out. The fact that the Mets did not strike out in that game at all tells you they had great at-bats in that game, and they really worked hard. So I expect the Mets to have a good lineup, a good result tonight with the lineup. But like I said, the key is to get a lead early, put the Dodgers on their heels, okay? The series has been basically one blowout after another. We haven't seen any close games in this series. I would mention this. If the Dodgers have a lead late by 1 run or 2 runs, that is going right in the Mets' wheelhouse. So I feel that if the Mets are a run or 2 behind in the last 3 innings of this game, the Mets have a shot to win the game, because they did that against the Braves. You think about the hit they took with the Braves. How hard the Braves hit them in that first game in the doubleheader, and then how they were behind by a run or 2 runs, in the third game against the Brewers, and Pete hit the home run. They were behind a few of the games against the Phillies. So the Mets have been there. The Mets have been under fire in terms of being behind and being able to sort of come back. So even if the Mets are behind, don't feel bad if the Mets are in a bad way late in the game. If they're down by a run in the 9th inning, they got a shot to win the game. They've done this over the last 2 or 3 weeks. They've been awesome. Marsh says Mets in 7. There's no way it doesn't happen. Well, let's get tonight. The Met pitching has taken quite the hit in this series, okay? Especially the starting pitching. And the Mets have to do their best to put good at-bats together. The Met offense is going to win this game tonight. I've been saying this for 4 years. The Mets hit, they win. If they hit tonight, they're going to win this game tonight. And that's the bottom line. And to get good pitching late in this game, get good starting pitching, and of course, get as many outs out of Ryan Stanek and Edwin Diaz. So that's why it's very important to get Manaea into the 6th inning. If Manaea gets into the 6th inning, Mendy will go to Ryan Stanek. He did that on Friday. He brought Stanek in the 5th inning. Had him pitch the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. He got him to get 6 outs, and then he brought in Diaz for the last 2 innings. So that is the formula for tonight. Okay. If the Mets are going to win, they have to get big games out of Francisco Lindor. They need to get big games from obviously Brandon Nimmo. Starling Marte has had a great series. He needs to continue to do that. Pete has to come up with a big hit in this game. I'm just going down the line of what they need to do. Marsh says, do you think Alvarez is back? He's batting 9th in this lineup. So he's not going anywhere. I complained about him not being in the lineup, and that they needed to. But Mendoza was right. He's the Mets' best chance to get some runs, and he's had 2 good games since he gave him confidence and supported him. But Mendoza has done the right thing. He's not playing Martinez. Martinez is done. He's shot. The Mets got as much out of him. I was thinking about this today about him. The Mets got as much out of JT Martinez as they could possibly get now out of his career. He had great in June and July, and basically since September, he's been terrible. So he has done a great job up until the last month or so, but he cannot play. This is against a tough lefty. But I'm glad that Winker's in there. Winker's had great at-bats this postseason. And he had a terrible September. He had a good August, he had a lousy September. And, of course, he's had a good postseason, so he needs to be in there. Plus, Jeff, is a batting title winner. He's won a batting title. I will take a guy that's won a batting title over Jose Iglesias. No disrespect to him, but Jose Iglesias has shown the kind of player that he's been in his career over the last few weeks since we got into the postseason. Better pitching. They're pitching him tougher. He's having not as good of at-bats as that he had during the season. Those at-bats in Game 3 and 4 really cost them. The strikeout and the double play in the 6 innings each absolutely killed this club. Okay. I'm very critical of Mendoza not bringing in at least Winker in one of the at-bats and McNeil in one of the at-bats to pinch hit for him. He should not be playing in the starting lineup. Bring him in late for defense, play him at third, that's fine. But the most important thing is to be able to have a good, strong lineup. This is the strongest lineup they could possibly have right now with this club. Hello, DJ Equipment. Hello, Kevin Cruz. I'm fixing to bet $500 on Pete Alonso to get an RBI. Okay. Gambling only pays if you win it, I would mention. Good luck. Good luck. I had said, when Pete was about 87, 85, 86 RBIs, that Pete needed to get about 100 RBIs for the Mets to win the division. To win the wild card. They didn't need that, but he might be close to 100 RBIs with the way he's been hitting over the last few weeks in the postseason. But the most, like I said, get off to a fast start in this game. Keep the Dodgers down. The Dodgers are going to score runs tonight. The Mets shut the Dodgers out, I'd be shocked. Okay, they've shown they can hit anybody. Okay, so that's the most important thing the Mets need to do tonight is pitch. Get Manaea into the 6th inning and get this offense on a quick roll. That's what the Mets need to do. So, now I understand the Yankees won last night. They're going to be in the World Series. Okay. I would mention this about the Yankees. They had about as easy a time into the postseason as you could possibly get. Okay. They had it so easy. First, they played the Royals. That wasn't much of a fight. Then they played the Guardians. Then they made such a big deal about these games. Oh, they're so hard. Game 3 was a killer. But I never felt at any point, even with that third game, that the Yankees were losing. At any point in that series. That team was so like over the head against the Yankees. And the Yankees, I don't even think this is their best team, to be honest with you. Garrett Cole has not pitched well in the postseason. He's had a lousy year. He's been dealing with injuries. I'm not, I don't like Horseface. He had a terrible series. If it wasn't for Stanton hitting those home runs, they would have had a real big fight on their hands, Hadford says Stanton ate his spinach. He certainly did. If the Mets get to the World Series, he is the guy to watch out for because he kills the Mets. We know that from when he was with the Marlins. He hits the Mets hard. And he's not, he's not going to he doesn't put any pressure on himself. Unlike Horseface, and Stanton, not the ball to Stanton. That's Soto, But, and that's it. So, but another thing before I forget, and heard earlier, there won't be a video later. That's why I wanted to come on, because I have to be up early, but I will be keeping score. I'll try to stay up as late as I can without disrupting my sleep in the morning. I got to be out of the hut by at least 5:30. So I got to be up even before that. So I got to be out here no later than 5:30 out of here to get to work by 6:30. So I got a lot of sort of, you don't care about that, but I'm just letting you know beforehand why I'm doing this. And if the Mets win tonight, I'll come on before the game, and just have a discussion with you. And then if the Mets win, we'll have a big show on Tuesday. Somebody from Japan says Dodgers win. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Do you really care about the Dodgers, sir, and/or madam? You only care about Ohtani. And to be honest with you, that is a big factor, folks. The Mets have to deal with that. It's funny, I said that before the series, and I noticed that Mike Francesa mentioned it on his show, how big MLB wants that. I got destroyed when I did the preview. saying that the Mets had a big monkey to deal with MLB not wanting them there. That MLB wants the Dodgers and the Yankees to face off each other. They want that gambler versus force face. They don't want the Mets. But oh my God, I would mention, once they started playing that song, OMG, it started playing well. That should tell you something. That's for promoting God. I would also mention this, the night of Pride Night. If you saw the video, folks, of Iglesias singing OMG, that night was the night of Pride Night, and they had a concert. And they were just playing generic music, but then they played OMG. I don't think people realize what that song is really about. It's about God. And that basically took away Pride Night, really. So, not saying anything supernatural or anything divine, but so this unknown person is from Korea. Okay, oh boy, we don't want to go there. A lot of problems down in Korea. Now in Korea, there's problems. We won't get into that. Now, please hit the like button. Let's get to 10 likes here. 2 more likes, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, there won't be a show. There won't be any videos here tomorrow on this channel or any of the channels. I did a video last time, the Baseball Hut 2. That is going crazy. Absolutely, positively crazy. That video is going nuts. Got over 6,400 views and 6,000 views since 5 o'clock this morning. Andre says, I'm scared to watch. Andre, it's just a sporting event. There are other things to be afraid of. Joey Nardello, hello everyone. I surely am hoping that our Amazers can pull off the most important 2-game winning streak since we'll be facing the Yanks then. And I like our chances against them this year. Well, we'll see. Let's get tonight, Joey. Get tonight. And then tomorrow is basically, everything's up for grabs. Peter Giovanico III says LFGM. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey. What's up? They're a new name. Welcome. Hold on. Let me get my bell. I actually got a bell here. Welcome, Daniel. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Ring the bell. Hello, Peter. Andre says if they'll win, I'll tune into Game 7. Okay. Alexander Nazario. Let's go Mets. All the way from Hawaii. Nice. Owen Alden. Another guy new. Mets are the comeback kings this year, but I'm a little worried. Okay. G-Des. Here's for Owen, by the way. G-Des. Irish Mets fan, Australia. Just waking up. Really looking forward to this. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, too. Like I said, we'll do a live video tomorrow before the game. Just giving you an idea of what's going on and just my thoughts before the game. Like I said, let's have to get off to a fast start. Got to get Shomanai into the 6th inning. Because if he gets in the 6th inning, the Mets are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to Ryan Stanek, and then they're going to Edwin Diaz. Hello, A Prodigy. How are you? Hopefully we will win. Well, we'll see. It's been a great season no matter what. And that's really Mike Hawk. Boo! Let's go Dodgers. Boo! You get a bell anyway. Yes, we have a lot of fun here at the Baseball Hut. It's a lot different than other channels. I talk to you guys like you're my friends and human beings, and I will challenge you when you come in here and you get all grumpy with your host. Alexander Nazario says the Mets will do the improbable. Can't let the big brothers get another one. Okay. Well, we'll see. The issue is that, like I said, Major League Baseball want the Dodgers to win. It is a lot of money that they will make by having these games being broadcast in Japan. And that's something that they don't want to lose out on. And that's the truth. I mean, that's really what they want in all this in this whole thing. They want money. They want to make money with this whole thing with the Dodgers. And they will make tons of money, and they're already making a lot of money with Ohtani. Mike Hawk, excuses from Mets fans. What are you talking about? There's no excuses. I'm giving you what the Mets game plan is. Mike Hawk. Okay? Obviously, that's not your real name. But I'm just telling you, and you know this is true. Fox has been putting out all these promotions about Ohtani versus Horseface of the Yankees. Okay? Don't doubt me. This is not an excuse. This is a fact. If you don't want to deal with it, that's your problem. Okay? I'm surprised you didn't put your whole entire name in it. I'm surprised you didn't put your social security number. Let me get my pen. No, the Subway Series is not a big deal. It wasn't a big deal in 2000. That's why I'm not too happy that the I'm not banning him. He's not saying anything bad. Brooklyn M's 32, Brooklyn. What do you got to say name? We're going to get it done, Brooklyn. Why do you write your name like that? You got your name in there, man. A Prodigy is correct. There's a commercial with just Ohtani and Judge when talking about the postseason and the playoffs. Okay, they don't mention the Mets. They didn't mention the Guardians. That's what we're dealing with. That is a fact. Fox doesn't want the Mets there. Major League Baseball doesn't want the Mets there. The owners don't want the Mets there. And guarantee you the umpires and the gamblers don't want them there. Okay? Don't doubt me, folks, at all. And that's it. Well, you know what it is. They're sitting around and a guy like Mike Hawk is bored, and he's just bouncing around from channel to channel. He sees, somebody put the Dodgers up on a video, and he saw that I was your host. The great one is doing a live stream, and I don't do too many live streams. Okay, Mike Hawk, you're a dope. You know that Pete Alonso is actually Spanish. His grandfather's from Spain, and his grandfather lived in Queens. So he's not Japanese. You're an idiot. I think that you're going to get sent off to the Phantom Zone. Nice knowing you. Nice knowing you. Bye-bye. So long. Farewell. You're going to come in here and talk stupid. He's not Japanese. You're not a Met fan. Bye-bye. Wish my mods were in here and throw him out of here. Yeah. He is not Japanese. Okay? His grandfather is from Spain. He is Spanish. Okay? From what I understand, he speaks Spanish. Raul, come on, Raul. Come on, man. The hell out of here. All right. I know I can't get this guy the hell out of here. Yeah, you're a schmuck, Mike. Press his name. Oh, okay. No, I did that. That's not coming up. He's just gonna keep spouting out stupid shit, But thank you, Nelson. Run the hell out of here. And Nelson, when he comes back in, you just throw him the hell out of here. Because now he's talking. I don't like stupidity. You're going to talk gibberish, go somewhere else. There's plenty of insane asylums out there. You seem very concerned and worried. You have spent $1 billion last year. You shouldn't be up 3-2. You should have swept the Mets. Your precious Dodgers should have the underdog Dodgers should have swept the Mets. Okay. The team actually saying that to themselves. That they should have swept. They're underdogs because they had a couple injuries. Every team has injuries. Javi says the Mets don't spend. I didn't say that. Who said that? $75 million, folks, is not going to any player that's currently on the roster. Okay? The Mets did not spend $1 billion to have it be only one game better than the Mets in the first 5 games of the series. There is no guarantee in baseball. There's no guarantee in life. The Yankees didn't spend any money this offseason, by the way, last offseason. They traded a lot of players to get Soto. There is a lot of sort of concern that whether Soto will sign with the Mets. This offseason is different. Mets last year said they weren't going to spend any money, and they didn't. That's why they're sort of not the underdog, but nobody was expecting to win 89 games, let alone be in the postseason. You know. So if you have players on your team that aren't here and that they're playing for someone else, all right. Javi, what do you want from me? What the fuck do you want? You're not a Met fan. What are you proving? The Mets spent nothing last year, okay? All this money is just sitting there, going there. You're not a Mets fan. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, really, Nelson, get him out of here, please. You grumpy Dodgers fans are very hell-bent on trying to, be assholes for no reason. Muttley, I've made you a mod. Need some more mods in here. At the Maholo Coolio, top notch, she's one of my mods. Muttley and Love, you are now a mod. I should have made you a mod a while ago. You're always very kind and very generous, and you always come in here and leave great comments. So I made you a moderator. Okay. No problem, buddy. I appreciate your kindness. Coolio top notch. Hey, Hud, just joined. I'm nervous for the game. LOL. Well, don't be. The Mets have done a good job so far. Like I said, going to be in the stream momentarily. The most important thing is the Mets need to get out in front of this game early. They have score runs in the first inning, and take the lead early. Once they do that, manage the game, get Manaea into no less than into the 6th inning. Once the Mets do that, get into the 6th inning, then they can start managing their bullpen. He'll probably go, this is Mendoza, he'll probably go to Stanek for 2 innings, and he'll probably go to Edwin for the last 2 innings. Mr. Gamer says, Braves are awesome, except one thing there, Mr. Gamer, they're home, and they got sent home by the Mets. And by the who the hell they beat? Who beat them? The Dodgers? It doesn't matter. Owen says, who's pitching for LA? Michael Kopech. Michael Kopech. That's who was pitching for the Dodgers. It's a bullpen game for the Dodgers. The Mets need to score runs early. manage the game, and get into the sixth inning with Manaea. Now, do not panic if they're losing by a run or two late in the game. The Mets have done a great job. Mets have done a great job coming back late in the game. So don't be surprised they pull that card out. Daniel Danielson says, "Yo, Hut, do you think the Dodgers held back their punches Game 5? No, they didn't do that. They didn't want to play Game 6. Their pitching is a mess. And, they're going to play Winker tonight. They're going to play Jeff McNeil tonight. The Mets are going to get very good at-bats in this game tonight. Professional at-bats, and they need that. And that's what's going to happen tonight. The Mets are going to have good at-bats tonight. I should have mentioned this in the live stream. I didn't realize it from Friday. The Mets did not strike out on Friday. So that is a huge deal. That doesn't normally happen, and certainly doesn't happen postseason. But Flaherty wasn't throwing that hard, and then whoever was coming in, it didn't matter. But anyway, I want to thank you all for coming by. We're going to be back here, God willing, tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow no matter what. We'll either be talking about Game 7, or we'll be talking about what a great season this was. And this was a great season. It's not the finish that we would want if they lose tonight, but it would have been a great season nonetheless. And I would mention that this was a team 2 years ago that won 101 games, and this is the same group, just with the core players, that the Mets had 2 years ago, aside from the starting pitching. The starting pitch is younger. They took flyers on a lot of guys. Severino has been terrific this year. Although he's been a little shaky in postseason. Manaea has been great down the stretch, and Quintana has had great moments the past month and a half. Although he laid up an egg the other day, which doesn't surprise me. That's how he pitches. But hopefully we'll get this game tonight. No video after the game tonight. I got to get up early. Unfortunately, I do have a job, to be honest with you. But I want to thank you all for coming by. It's okay. I speak English properly, believe it or not. I want to thank you all for coming by. Wish you all good luck tonight. I care about you all. I love you all. Oh, wait. No. You're all okay. You're okay. And again, we'll see what happens tonight, like I always say. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Let's go, Mets. We'll see what happens. Keep our fingers crossed, our toes crossed. Say your prayers. Take your vitamins. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. We want the Mets to win. So, thank you, and I'll see you later.